or mocap suits that Hello. I'm just getting all my reference photos moved over to the appropriate album. That way, I have to scroll through pictures. Not seeing my personal photos. Not that there's anything weird, but like, just to be safe. This one. Mm. Oh, no. Not those. No, I need the moon. Moony moon. That back because I used it. Composition. See that. Stupid iPads. Stop selecting multiples. I used this kitty cat. That photo. Potato. Potato. Okay. Grab those 10 photos. I still have more to find. And favoritos. Where's the favorite? Are you kidding? Oh, I hate. Stupid. I have to go and individually favorite these because that's so much fun. Did not preemptively organize things. Just gathering some reference photos. Dumpy cat. Some of these photos that I used are really old. Not old, but like. Oh. Favorite that bad boy. Did the ghosties without a reference. Got all the reference photos for that one. Only thing I really need a reference for that queen. Alright, I think I'm ready. Photos and Twitch. Okay. Those. Which one do I want to work on first? I think I want to work on the ghost. Ghosty boys. That little iPad holder. What did I just click? Oh, I didn't edit my stream info. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna do it from my phone really quick. Really. Okay, we are doing spooky on paintings today. Okay, and I'm gonna say boop. Come say hi. I almost typed come say ho. Okay. And categories are the same. All right. Done. Oh my gosh. Okay. Set these aside. So if you can't really read it, you probably can't. Let me just switch to art. Okay. So, oh, empty camera. What you doing? Come on, catch up. You can do it. Ugh. This camera. If it's not one, it's the other. Well, anyway, I have it up now so you can see it. So the big one. Why is the music so loud? Okay. Sorry about that. Out to me. Okay, so the big B says, what are you supposed to be? And the other B's say, we're boobies. That's just too freaking cute. Games. Here. I'm super excited to work on this one because I just love it. Little bat cat chasing a spider in a tree. And hold it so there's not any glare. There you go. Freaking cute. I'm so excited to paint this. Where am I gonna put this? Okay, that works. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Organize my thoughts here. Alright. Crazy, right? Yeah, I know it's laggy. What do you suggest? Moved it to that 10 gigabyte port, but make a difference, I guess. A little bit less of a glare. If it's not glared, or if it's bright enough for me, it's totally glared for the camera. Oh, what am I gonna do about this? Help me in like 10 minutes. Okay. Leave it to you, my hero. So I think I'm gonna use my little mini palette that Santo Kid gifted to me for the bumblebees. Little funny, like, comic painting. for these guys. Contrast with like off-white for their little sheets. Also, the lantern's gonna go like glow, orangey. Gonna kind of repeat the warmness of the jack-o'-lantern and the poison apple there. Happening to your PC right now too. Oh, so it's just our network. Trash Wi-Fi. Trash internet. Trash Spectrum. I think this brush shall work quite nicely. Brushy, brushy, brush. Brushy, brush. Oh, it's a little tacky. That's okay. It's wobbly. Why is this wobbly? Get to it. I need purple. I don't have enough purple. Purple nurple. Give Spectrum a purple nurple if they don't fix my internet. And this light just sucks. Maybe if I change the pitch of my painting. Oh, you prepare and you prepare and you still end up shitting the bed. Oh, BRB and switch ports. Okay. Okay. Switch to a different super speed USB, and I think we're gonna be okay now. I can just adjust my easel here to maybe give less of a glare on my Primatura surface, which is just a fancy word for the first layer of like warm color or color wash on an oil painting. Fancy words. Ow. Okay. Why do I always over tighten them? Okay. Now let's get less of a glare. be like straight up. It's not gonna work for me. Sorry guys. You're just gonna have to deal with a little bit of the glare. Could be worse. Computer back again. Last thing I need to do is bump that thing with my chair. Yikes. I think it's gonna work. Yeah, for some reason it likes the super speed instead of the 10 gig port. Well, what's evil reason? I'm gonna get spooky up in here. Alright, let's paint this bitch. No, I don't want to use this brush. Never mind. This brush? Bigger brush. Another one. A bit of linseed oil. Lube her up. Alright, so I want to make kind of like a little horizon. These guys to exist in. Right about. Should I go straight from corner to corner? Yeah. Hope everybody's having a Sunday fun day. My Sunday was just transferring these 3 sketches over to these little canvas boards. There's only 3 of the, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 sketches that I've been staying up super late lately. Work on. And not that, you know, I need the fall or Halloween season as an excuse to paint something spooky, but kind of a good excuse to get people to look at it. Mm-hmm. I'm having some regrets about deciding to do these in this particular orientation, standing on its corner. What was I thinking? Eesh. I thought it would be cute to hang it like this. Why does it look so thin? The paint? Or the canvas board? If you're talking about the paint, it's because I'm like just kind of blocking out where I want to put stuff on the background. Okay, well, this is a canvas board. So it's canvas that's wrapped around basically just like a sheet of like very hard cardboard and then gessoed. Basically, it's just a cheap way to have a canvas. These are also really easy to frame, and they're also really easy to hang because they're not heavy at all. So, yeah. I need some more umber. I need another one. Urgh. Yeah. Kind of like messed me up last stream. I think I got like stuck in a loop, kind of rambling about how frustrated I was. Like, um, other than that, I should be good. USB hub now. Yeah. Thanks for buying that for me, by the way. I was just gonna, you know, deal with camera issues and hope for the best until I made enough shipped money to pay for it. You were sneaky. Alright, time to just turn the painting 20 different ways. I ain't got no... Ain't nobody got time for that. To just deal with camera issues? I mean, if I didn't have the privilege of having you who buys things for me sometimes, I'd be like everybody else that is forced to have time for it. Sometimes shit happens and you just gotta deal. Such is the life we live. Also, like, this is like a really scratchy brush because it's boar's hair. So that's another reason why the paint looks even thinner. Hello, Maples. You wanna come say hi? Hello. Come here. You wanna say hi? Come see. Oh, big girl. I got a doggo. The doggo. She doesn't really like hugs, so I just give her a quick little huggy wug. Stand up. Stand up. Hello. She's like, Mom, why are you doing this to me? She's a good dog. She and I have had to bond a lot more in the last 3 weeks. She had 2 teeth pulled and a full dental, and since I'm the one with the most free time, I'm the one that's been making sure her mouth is all doctored, takes her meds. She's done with the meds now, thankfully. But yeah, she's still got some stitches in there. They haven't completely dissolved. So I'm making sure they stay clean with her eating and stuff. You sniffed the camera. You gave the camera a nose boop. Okay, Maples. One more hello. Bye-bye. Oh, I know. You're such a good girl. She's like, I'm never gonna go over there again. You're gonna pick me up, show me off. She's not about that. She's a little cave troll. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Recently changed how I have my palette up here, so kind of getting used to where I lay my brushes and everything. Oof. Launch my desk. Oops. Whew. All right. And definitely want to do something like a late evening fall autumn sky. Not even see that middle ghost. So. Okay. So just make a color. Just make a goddamn color. Like this nice warm purple. Got the juice. Talks about liking warm purple. Immediately puts blue in it. Other way. Tables. Table. Do I like working on thin paintings? No, I don't. I would rather a 1-inch thick panel. But those are pricey. They'd be pricey. Oh, baby. Okay. You can jump up here. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Jump. Come on. Wow. Right, put your booty right there. There you go. Look at you. Oh, you're gonna bump the camera, I bet. You switch to this side. My goodness. She's like, please, Mom. Please don't drop me. She's so awkward and stiff sometimes. Yeah, you huff and puff. Goodness. Comfy? But yeah, no, I don't like painting on thin painting. Oh. And you want these things. You can have that. Mm-mm. What are you trying to do? Hmm? My phone buzzed underneath her. What was that, Roxy? It went burp. I keep touching my palette knife. I need to stop rearranging everything every 2 days. Get used to everything over again. There's 3 little ghosts. One ghost went trick-or-treating, one ghost has anxiety, and the other one is gonna carry a lamp for the other two. I have no idea. I just wanted to paint 3 ghosts. You were thinking about getting me a bigger easel? I mean, I don't know. It's like I need an easel and I also need a desk. Because I do small paintings and little crafty things. And then sometimes I miss doing like giant paintings like I used to. I used to paint paintings that were like 3 feet by 4 feet. I used to also pull all-nighters where I would stay up like a full like 24, 36 hours. I'm 29 now. I can't be doing that shit. I finally go to bed and wake up. I feel like I'm like hungover. This one I'm trying to just do is like a little fun, cute painting. I'm not trying to go like completely ham on this. And same goes for the bumblebees. The one that I'm like really gonna, put into is gonna be the one with the kitty cat chasing the spider in the tree. Actually, I misspoke. Bat cat chasing spider in the tree. If you didn't see it at the beginning of stream, or you are not somebody that follows my Instagram, I can bring it out and show you the other 2 paintings that are gonna go along with, well, they don't really go along. They're just getting started at the same time, and they're all quasi Halloween, autumn, spooky themed. It's a word that I really like. Quasimoto. Total Sapphic in the chat. Came in. Good morning. Oh, okay, it's morning for you. That's right. You're in like southern hemisphere. You're waking up at a reasonable hour for once. Yeah, I've been staying up late to work on sketches, so my sleep schedule's been crazy, and like I had like a few days there where I didn't wake up until like between like 10 and noon, and I felt super guilty about it because normally I wake up at like 7 just for the hell of it. Like I can waste time and drink coffee and, scroll on social media for like an hour and still have a productive day. the one time you wake up at a reasonable hour, it had to be when you have a collaboration at an unreasonable hour because you were mega sick yesterday. Had to go to bed. Oh, I hope you're feeling better today. Being sick sucks. Especially if you're like me and you're not somebody that gets sick very often, but when you do get sick, it's just like the plague. Just bleh. Like, I hate getting sick to the point that, like, when I go and I do my ships orders for a little bit of money, I bring my own disinfectant wipes for the carts because stores usually don't have their dispenser maintained. So I'm not going to be touching some Target cart with some grubby little kid's rotavirus all over it. I don't have time for that. You weren't even keeping water down. Oh, shit. That's really bad. Sometimes I get like these really bad migraines where I'm like that. I can't even keep water down. Being a human with a human body is just the worst. It's a semi-regular thing for you. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not as often for me as it used to be, especially now that I'm not taking like a hormonal birth control or anything. That was a big part of it. It would interact with my regular hormones and like any changes in my estrogen levels, and I would just immediately barf. Brutal attack. It might be brain damage. Oh my god. You were attacked? Hold up. Because this sounds so much more serious. Did you go to the hospital? I'm very worried about you. When are you not attacked? Oh my gosh. Well, if I was in hugging distance, I would give you a hug with consent. Overworked and understood. Oh my god. So you didn't even get any treatment. Bless you, Sapphic. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Fucked up world we live in. Okay, so no hugs. Which is why I made sure I included consent in that. So, whatever is the non-hug equivalent, the sentiment of a hug. I feel for you, and I wish that I could be around to comfort you. Well, you're not the first friend that I've had that had an issue like that with hugs. And it came up because I'm a very huggy person. um, and for the sake of wanting to be friends, because I really care for this individual, made sure that that was a clear boundary. Grew a beautiful friendship from it. You have a love command in your chat. That's so cool. It's just like send loves. That's cool. Cookies are fine. And head pats. Okay. Well, I really don't want you to have brain damage. My brother-in-law actually suffers from like memory issues from a TBI. It wouldn't be the first time you had the pain here. Always got paint on something. And I've had it in my hair too, so. There you go. Rox, are you not comfy? Do you want to get down? You keep huffing and puffing at me. Do you want to get down? You want to get down? You want to go lay in your bed instead? You love me, but you want to stretch out? Blind doggo. Go lay in your bed. You couldn't get comfy with me. You can't lay on my right side anymore. The camera's right there. Me and my spoiled doggo. Roxy sends love. She gives the best love. Three little ghosts sitting in a field. Too tiring. Thinking of getting a second emotional support snack. Snack. Nope noodle. No, I totally believe you. I don't think that there's any reason why a snake couldn't be a companion. It's not necessarily a pet that I would want for myself, but I do understand the people that have them. I'm friends with quite a few. And I'm not like afraid of snakes. I'm afraid of venomous snakes. But I've held snakes before. Ones that, you know, were, I guess, validated that they wouldn't bite unless provoked. A poop noodle. Okay. Okay, so for me, they're 50-50. For me, snakes are 50-50. Like I don't have like a problem with them. I'm not like phobic of them or whatever. Being a corn snake, they're small and they have actually I know a family that lives down the street that has a little corn snake. I can't remember what they named him though. I did hold him at a party that they held. Christmas party last year? Yeah. We went to an ugly sweater party. And the teenager of the family brought their snake out. Snake. You gotta go with either fluffy or cheesy. What? Oh, for the name. I got it. For the name. Fluffy or cheesy? A cheesy snake or a fluffy snake? Well, if you're gonna name it Fluffy, you gotta like put like little snake sweaters on it or something. Although for one that you're like gonna get, it's probably gonna be like a young one. It's probably too tiny for snake sweater. Unless you get like one of those little knitting looms that's like makes like a little infinity scarf that's about as thick as my paintbrush here. Let him snake right into it. Because it's a corn snake. Are they varying colors of cheese? Is that why we're calling corn snake cheesy? Is that why we're leaning towards that name? Oh, cheesy versus corny. I mean, you could just call him Corn. It's a meme and a popular band. So, I mean, 2 for 2 right there. I guarantee that that's how the child that does the little corn meme, I guarantee that that's how that's going to evolve. Somebody's going to like remix it so that the corn song is like heavy metal and they're going to change the C to a K and it's going to become a corn with a K meme. I guarantee it. That meme is going to evolve into a punk rock meme. If I wouldn't sound ridiculous, I would do an impression of how that would sound. But my voice would crack and it would sound ridiculous. So, no. They didn't get their name. Well, I didn't think they did. But it's still pronounced like the vegetable. So I will stand my ground. Trying to like keep this stupid flimsy canvas board still without blocking the Brio cam. I know what corn is, it's pretty disturbing. I've probably looked it up before, but I want to refresh my memory. Let's see. For those of you that are here with us, if you know, wrong answers only. What does corn with a K mean? Okay, it's a German thing. I'm not gonna put it in front of That's not that bad. I'm not seeing anything that alarming. I don't know what maybe like factoid you know about corn. Oh. And I didn't get any of that from skimming Google, but I certainly believe you. Like, I don't live under a rock, so I know that corn exists, and I've heard their songs before. But I don't know enough to say like I'm a corn fan. I don't think that they're like atrocious as far as music goes, but they're definitely not within my regular rotation. I did learn a little bit about them when I watched the documentary for the Woodstock of the 99 Woodstock 90. It was the 30th anniversary of Woodstock 69, right? And how Korn performed at that Woodstock, and it like got crazy, and like they managed to like kind of rein it in a little bit. But, like the lead singer was purposely riling up the crowd, like he got wrapped up in his like a hero complex kind of narcissism while on stage or something. Maybe not hero complex, but like kind of like high on the thrill of the crowd. And, like he and the crowd are just kind of feeding each other. That stuff does happen. It's obviously illegal because no, I wouldn't suggest giving your snake a violent namesake. I think popular opinion is already hard enough on snakes. The average opinion, most people outside of the stream. I wouldn't be against, doing some sort of art with a snake in it. But I hesitate because my grandmother happens to have a snake phobia, and I wouldn't want like to be like, oh, come look at my art, grandma, and like then there's a snake and she just like faints right in front of me. My grandmother's always been very supportive of my art. I actually have a painting by her hanging in my studio. like fluffy. Cheesy will need too much explaining. I mean, people can request an explanation. That does not guarantee them one, though. Never feel obligated to explain anything about your life. If it makes sense to you, it doesn't have to anybody else. Which, if circumstances dictate that I go back to a regular 9-to-5 job, then that's exactly how I'm going to go in. Like, very clear boundaries. My employers do not need to know anything about my personal life. If I say that I need time for something, then that's it. I need that requested time. And if they can't give it to me, well, then that's a them problem. Because most employers treat their employees like they're disposable, and that's how I'm going to start treating future employers. That is, if I have to go back to a regular job. Rover the corn dog. Well, you just put like little quotes around dog and then write snake after. So Rover the corn dog snake. I kind of want to like build up clouds a little bit more this area because I'd like to maybe add a little moon. Give some glow. Wispy autumn clouds, misty evening in the season of harvest. They're not called that here. Snakes aren't called. Okay. Dagwood dogs are Pluto pups. That's what you call snakes in the southern hemisphere where you are? Very interesting. No. Corn dogs. Oh, okay. Corn dogs are called people in Australia and Tasmania and New Zealand just going around calling snakes Dagwood dogs and Pluto pups. No. You're done. Actually, you're done. I'm just gonna lay in a little bit of Naples yellow into these clouds. Because then I'm gonna need this layer to dry. Then I can add a moon and a second layer of clouds to really punch up that big sky feeling. All right, next time I go to like a fairground or something, and there are, in the small possibility, a vegetarian corn dog available, I will order it as a Dagwood dog and see what happens. Then I can be a pretentious little fart and be like, that's what they call corn dogs in such and such place. I'm just gonna make a little space here. Stick a little moon in there later. turn this right way up. See how it's feeling. A little too concentrated there. Spread the love. Do, 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 do. Do a little blendy blendy. Actually, I'm just gonna do this quick little blending, and then I'm actually going to start the background for the fat cat and the spider. So I intend to at least touch each one of these with paint. All three. Challenge accepted. My hope is to paint quicker than I normally do, because I just want to get faster at painting, because I just want to paint more. Also, like, if people start asking me for paintings, then I want to be able to deliver, you know? I want to be with it. Do this shit. Look life in the face and say, come at me, bro. Give life a good, swift kick in the teeth. I don't need to conform to survive. I am me, and I should be feared. I'm just a cinnamon roll, if I'm being honest. Although, is it possible to simultaneously be a paint gremlin and a cinnamon roll? You guys tell me. Right. First layer of the sky. Done and done. So there's gonna be a little moon kind of peeking a little bit in here, making these very misty, glowy kind of clouds. It looks much more like turquoise on screen for some reason, but I assure you it's more of a indigo, purpley, grayish, all mixed together. All right, Batcat and the spider. Hi. Doing this one next, at least the background, because it's going to be a similar color tone back. Subject matter wise, I would rather go to the bumblebees, but What the heck? Already got these paintbrushes made up with these types of colors. Nighttime sky with a moon. A moon? I imagine that's what cows say to each other when the moon is full. Like how a wolf howls at the moon. Cows, they just moo extra ooze. I don't know. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna cool it down just a little bit, bring it a little bit more into the realm of reality. Some of the vibrancy out with a little bit of Payne's Gray, which for some reason is one of my like favorite boring colors. There's something about Payne's Gray that just really does it for me. So this is like really like you really are looking up in the sky. There is no horizon. Therefore, there is no earthiness. All sky and mysticism. I say reality. This goddamn cat has bat wings. What reality am I living in? I think it's okay to like assume good things. I can make an assessment and an estimated guess, or an educated guess. Estimated guess. What is that? You're Hellenic pagan, so you're supposed to just know these things. We should not have been sitting like that. Ankle's been giving me problems, and I just choose to ignore it and sit in ways that put more stress on it. Whatever. Hellenism is the ancient. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I studied art history, so I knew that Hellenic meant that it was pretty early in Greek culture. I'm a little bit rusty on my terms, but I can look at the like historical art examples and, you know, relatively put them in their chronology. I really liked art history. To me, like, there's no better way to really understand a cultural history. Like, I wish that I had taken more art history in retrospect and like gotten like an art history education by individual cultural influences. That's definitely a regret in regards to my art education. But unless the American government wants to start making education a right instead of a privilege, I will not be furthering my formal education, at least. Which doesn't say that I can't further my education, it just won't be official, because I do have access to the internet, so pretty much learn anything I really put energy into. Aside from, like, probably anything to do with math or chemistry, because my brain just short circuits in those situations. Like, I was somebody that took advanced classes and did pretty well in school, but I always struggled in anything that involved math or chemistry. Which is why, even though I freaking love animals, I didn't go into any sort of veterinary science. Stuck with my instincts and pursued art instead. Don't need to do a lot of math for most art. Oh, I'm not even looking at the right picture on my Technically, you're a neo-Hellenist. Blah, blah. Lack of records, blah, blah. Saw a live message that talked about the question of what best Oreos are. Both agree that the worst Oreos are the golden ones. Honestly, I would rather say that while those are pretty gross, my personal opinion is that double stuffed and mint chocolate are the worst Oreos. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for not liking double stuffed, but I hate double stuffed Oreos. I said it. I stand by it. You take that back. The thin golden ones are amazing. Nope. I would agree on the thin ones for the regular Oreo or whatever, the Then I just threw my hair clip in the floor instead of on the couch. Whatever. What was I saying? We were talking about Oreos. Yeah, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Golden Oreos. Fat cat and the spider. Fat cat and the spider. It's like a chunk of old paint. Okay, Jesus, was expecting my paintbrush. It wouldn't leave me alone. Okay, I just thought of kind of an interesting channel point that I could put on here when the opportunity arises. I don't know that... Nah, it's really only an inside joke between me and my husband. It would be hilarious for us, and it would probably get abused by everybody else, but nobody else would appreciate it. No, never mind. Beg. My favorite Oreo, I think, is... I kind of like the like Reese's version. Peanut butter filling. Those are pretty good, actually. Your plans for... You did tell me about Friday Flumery. Humery. Friday Humery. The up-to-date and finished plans. Please do tell. I love getting little updates on artists, you know, updating their spaces and you know, making progress. Because, like, I feel like I didn't, like, really, like, fully come into my own until I had made the decision to create an inspiring space. Other people, their inspiring space is in their brains, and that's amazing. I just happen to be one of those people that's like very affected by the environment that I create in. It affects my concentration, sometimes even my subject matter. And then I made changes to, you know, have my space induce the kind of creativity that I wanted to use. It's made a world of difference for me. Like, not that I couldn't make art in a lesser space. Just that my creativity flows more freely. My controlled space is now compared to how it was before. Going to be the second Friday of each month, 10 p.m. that night every month. You'll try a cocktail and unbox a Mad Bomber crate. I'm assuming Mad Bomber is your chosen brand of 3D spray paint. I'm not very well versed in the various uh, brands, that particular discipline. Sorry if this is going to create a glare, but I cannot anything that I'm doing in this area. Ooh, I am going to hate myself later when I am painting all of this. Thinking of getting a mixology crate. You decided those are too expensive. Street art mystery box. Okay, cool. I'm a little bit too much of a control freak for mystery boxes. I wouldn't mind like making them for people, like, you know, whenever my channel is developed enough for like channel points and subs and gifts and stuff. I'm sorry, I have something in my eye and I've been trying to ignore it, but it really hurts. I have like a chunk of mascara or something in my arm, maybe an eyelash. Anyway, but I don't think I would want to subscribe to something that I didn't know what I was going to be opening. But I think it's a cool idea, and I wouldn't mind like participating in it. I don't want one for myself. It's just not me. If I order a package, I want to know exactly what's in it. I'm even a little bit uncomfortable with like excessive like cards and things like stickers and stuff when I buy things online. Like when I buy from a small business online, I usually prefer just like, care instructions if they apply, and maybe a business card. Also, I mean, maybe it has something to do with like being uncomfortable with getting like gifts. If somebody's gonna give me something, I'd rather just like they give me money and I go buy my own shit. I'm not much for like presents all the time. I freaking love gift cards. Gift cards are awesome. Main benefit is that you get more bang for your buck. Those crates these days feel. Oh, okay. See, like I don't get mystery boxes, so I don't even know things like that. Not without somebody telling me, because I'm just not gonna buy a mystery box. That's cool though. I'm glad that you're gonna have, you know, like a monthly thing to be excited about. That's a good thing. Monthly hype. Bulk order. A bulk order? My voice is cracking. Drink's way over there. And my foot's asleep. Oh, I can't even find my shoe. down half or 1.5 times. Okay. I mean, I do understand a business wanting to like show that it appreciates its customers too. So I'm not saying that like just because a small business does those kinds of things doesn't mean that like I'm not gonna buy from them. This paint is no good anymore. Off with your head. Bad paint that's not good anymore. I'm a little worried that I won't be able to get another one of these wooden pallets because I was in the craft store and there were none to be found. And like they're not like a huge seller, so I'm worried that because they weren't selling, my like nearest craft store isn't going to sell them anymore. Like please bring them back. And bomber is mostly for black book work. Black hardcover artist notebook. Okay. You know, at one time, wrong color. At one time, I mean, this is ancient history, like me being a teenager. I kind of had the notion that I might dabble in graffiti someday. But then I got like super scared of strangers and like going to strange places. And those are two things that you can't be afraid of if you want to be a prolific street artist. If you want your art to be on public property, you have to go to strange places and with the expectation that you will probably meet a strange person. And those are two things that make me sweat through my clothes and feel like I need to run away very fast. Like, what is scarier than being somewhere where you can't predict what's about to happen and then meeting somebody whose actions you cannot predict? My worst nightmare. Unpredictable events and behavior. I mean, yeah, that's true. I meant in respect of like whenever I was a teenager and you know, being a teenager, you're especially vulnerable, and that fact was not lost on me. At which point the reality crashed that the very things that I was developing fear of, however logical, were going to be evident. And I figured it out by, you know, going to an area on campus where I used to go to school that was a little graffiti den underneath a decommissioned railroad bridge. It wasn't so far off the beaten path that I felt it would be a bad place for a 19-year-old short, defenseless female could go. Back in 2013. Shit. This sort of, okay, climbing. There you go. That's the other thing I am terrified of that is essential for some graffiti artists. I am terrified of heights. Petrified. Like, just climbing on a 3-foot ladder to get something off the top shelf in my studio is enough to make me feel like I have vertigo. It looks really good though. You won't see me climbing on anything. Except for a mountain, because when you're climbing a mountain, you're walking. You're just walking up a very big hill. I mean, other than like the actual discipline sport of mountain climbing or rock climbing. Totally different. You have an awful, hateful song stuck in your head. I don't know you well enough to say congratulations or I'm sorry. Some people like awful, hateful songs. Sometimes that's just their thing. You could be one of those people. I'm not sure yet. I'm just kidding. Just as in, like, some people like aggressive music. Not like you could be, oh, the one that directly targets. Oh, no. Then not congratulations. I'm sorry. No, that's not good. Sorry that something triggered that in your brain. That you're hearing that. I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't something that I said that brought it up in your brain. Okay. Streamer you like plays. Thank you. Oh. I wonder if it's no. I mean, I I don't think it would be a song that I would know. I don't listen to music that does that. I would remember if I had heard something like that. Oh, Tom MacDonald. I do know Tom MacDonald. I didn't know that he made a song. I mean, I've only heard like 2 of his songs, and actually, I liked one of them. Well, then. Sounds like I need to adjust. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. Like the one song that I heard by him that I thought was good was, I think the name of it was Clown World, I think. I hope that's not the song. The lyrics that I remember were about not being like discriminatory and keeping things separate, and the powers that be manipulating, and having a distaste for all of those things. And that was what I liked about that particular song. What was that? Oh, bless you. Well then. Consider me re-educated on the rapper Tom MacDonald's cultural leanings and discrepancies, I would say. There's a whole song about all lives matter saying, I mean, there are people everywhere that just wanna be the victim, which is really insulting to people who have been in the position to be a victim of anything, whatever circumstance, be it race, gender, consent, anything. I think I'm gonna switch to a smaller brush. These branches. There's a line. The balls and pieces appear. You were talking about the online. Oh, it's styled as a prediction. intended to cause mass dysphoria. Well, can't say that I agree with any of that in any respect because I'm a live and let be, as in, please live your life and let's all just be what we are. As in, like, why does it have to matter? Like, just do whatever makes you happy. Why does anybody have to hate somebody just for expressing themselves? Why is that even relevant? You know? Why is what, one expression of one person have to even be on the radar of why he's going to choose to hate them? Like, I always like the saying, respect existence or get resistance. Like, that really just, that says it for me. That's the camp I live in. Your happiness is preventing others, or goes so far as to lives of. Yeah. What the heck is that branch doing? Okay, I see it now. It's the end of this stick is running. Will admit you participated in vigilante justice or anything too bad like murder or battery, but someone vulnerable is being harassed, you'll step in. I mean, I definitely um I definitely agree with sticking up for people who can't stick up for themselves. Which my husband might call me a liar on that, but that's just because I am selfish and I don't want to see him get hurt and for the sake of anyone, honestly, even me. So anytime he's tempted to step in, other people, I'm always the one tugging, like, no, it's not you, it's not your place. We have, authorities for. The law there condemns violence in defense of others. Wow. That's news to me. Well, in that case, I'm pretty sure my spouse would be in if that were the case here. Which, I mean, you can still get in trouble for swinging on somebody in public because they can like press charges against you if they're injured. Which I am married to somebody that definitely knows how to injure somebody. He is a martial arts instructor, among many other things. So. And not like a taekwondo studio in the back of the strip mall. Not like that. Not the honest, hardworking taekwondo instructors in strip malls are any lesser. Just saying that to be funny because of the meme about it. Or Walmart Supercenter. That's what they say in the meme. But so you've got one on both sides. No shame, no hate, none of that. I have I know quite a few people that are poly, and I have a friend who lives in Washington State who's also poly, and he's one of the beautiful, selfless souls I've ever met. Living your life. I'm glad that you have someone, and I mean, the more the merrier. You have more than one someone. And if that's not blessed, then what is? She just messaged you. Maybe her ears were burning because we were talking about her. Your psychic witches, so it tracks. 'Tis the season of the witch. I can't sing. Oh no. I did that on the internet. Oh no. Nobody saw that. Nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. As far as anybody knows, I said that at monotone voice and at normal monotone volume. No singing was done. I'll never guess you were both sick last night and on other sides of the world. Well then. Your twin flame, as it were. Although I don't think that's the absolute correct usage of. Honestly, it just sounded like a deliberate spooky voice. Oh, that's what my singing is. It's spooky. Oh no. It's as I feared. I know I'm tone deaf. I can't sing for shit. Doesn't stop me. I'd be belting it up in my car. I spend a lot of time in my car because I am an app worker. Always driving around store to house. Store to house to store to house. Stuff. Great. I have a really weak voice. My voice is always like really scratchy after just streaming. Streaming alone, it makes me hoarse. Oh, but it gets worse. My mom always liked to bring me to church, and at one point, she encouraged me to sing in the church choir. You heard apparently work on. I'm just a weak voiced little paint smearing person. Your brain predicted the wrong word. No, I got it. And accepted the prediction as totally normal. We've all been there. It's good. Although to say that streaming alone is enough to make me what your brain predicted, then wow. I'm glad I didn't say that on the internet. That might get awkward. Or for some people, incredibly exciting. Dear Lord, help us all. We really are just... There's no hope for any of us. Or any of the rest of us, because we already stated that I've already been far too gone at one point, so who knows? I definitely enjoy being a spectator to how comfortable everybody is on the internet, but I'm not so much somebody that is ready enough to be too comfortable on the internet. But I do find people that are extremely comfortable on the internet to be extremely entertaining. Like when somebody's like, wow, people are too comfortable to be on, like, people are too comfortable on the internet now. I'm like, this is what I'm here for. People are hilarious. Endless buffet of hilarity. Interestingness. Which makes me sound like a very sociable person when I don't think I am, oddly enough. I do like people watching, though. Oh. Maybe it stems from that. I like people watching so that I can, like, try and, like, imagine other people's perspectives. Like, if I'm out somewhere and I get lost in another person's day, I'm trying to imagine what it is to be in their shoes. And then I get caught staring at them and it's really painfully awkward, and then I have so many regrets for being the person that I am, and then I go right back to not caring and staring again. I'm just your friendly neighborhood weirdo who has the privilege of looking mostly boring. Whatever is stuck in my eye is still stuck, and it's just not going anywhere. I'm pretty sure it's an eyelash. It feels like it's an eyelash that's like all like curled up underneath my eyelid. Paint is thick. Not as in like thick, but as in like consistency. Thick. It's because I put down a an underlayer or prematura pre I can't pronounce that right now. I put down an underlayer of paint with a quick drying medium in it, so it's making like the paint I'm putting on top of it dry faster, therefore making it faster. I just thought of that really old hip hop song. uh yeah. Wow, it's alarming that that's old. Which makes me old. I think I want to do some. Damn it. I kind of regret starting this many paintings. Because now that I'm painting like Halloween themed stuff, I wanna paint like some fan arty stuff too. Like a portrait of like some American Horror Story fan art. I loved Elizabeth Taylor, American Horror Story Hotel. Liz Taylor. Like one of my favorite characters. Probably in the whole series, I think. Bless you, Roxy. You have a big old sneeze and a very loud clap. Normal. Whenever she shakes her head and her really floppy ears just slap her head. Anybody that has a dog that has long ears, they know. It's the most commonplace of dog things is for them to shake. But there's just something that I especially love about dogs with long ears, all floppy and slappy when they shake. My cat has some of the best sleeping poses. He's like curled up, but he's got one of his back legs sticking straight out across his face. He just looks. Now he's being adorable by like curling up his little paws and like halfway upside down. And then he covered his face. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna melt. If there's one thing you learned in Taiwanese. Wait, huh? That's bothering me. Roxy, please. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get to touch all 3 paintings. Amens. I didn't even realize it, but it's almost 8:30. Roxy, go lay down. Get fed at 9. It's 8:30. Half an hour of streaming. Go lay down. You have a lot of Taiwanese immigrants there who there's ready to kick ass. Huh. So a lot of people from Taiwan immigrate to the Tasmania of all places. I mean, you guys must have something going right if you don't get it either. I mean, I don't know. There's like a an unexpected little pocket of I think Koreans in southern Louisiana, like the very, very bottom of the state that I'm from. It's mostly swampland. There's like houses that are literally over, like on top of water on stilts. You have to take a boat to get from their house to the road, kind of places. And my dad has had to work there in that area before. He is a construction worker that builds bridges. Or well, he has been in that line of work for 30 something years. He's actually like the kind of person that's in charge of a whole like job now. Worked for the same company for so long, but it's a very racially intolerant place. Oh, I mean, I feel like anywhere that there's humans, there's a fair amount of racial intolerance these days, or maybe that's just me growing up as an American. I just think that everybody's racist because I grew up here. As in, like, not everybody, as in, like, an absolute everybody, as in, like, the average. Like, that's just something that you expect when you go out in public is that somebody's going to be shitting on somebody else. Or maybe that's just my pessimistic frame of mind. I just expect the worst. The old adage of hope for the best, expect the worst, or hope the best, prepare for the worst. I would just remember my dad coming home from a long day the one year that I lived with him, and he would talk about how he would be buying like Creole Cajun food right alongside, traditional Taiwanese or Korean. We were talking about Taiwanese people. I got that stuck in my head, talking about how he was buying Creole Cajun food from the same place that was also selling Korean dishes right alongside. Which to me like says that little pocket of Korean immigrants in that unexpected area had been established long enough that they learned Korean, or they learned the local food of Creole Cajun food from the locals and made it well enough that they could make it into a business. Like, to me, that says something. Maybe it's not growing up in the States that I expect racism from the average general public. Maybe it's just that I grew up in conservative southern United States. Okay. Just want to give my wrist a little break working in this tight area. And I'm going to bring over a little bumblebee just for anybody that wasn't here at the beginning of stream. This is another painting that I'm doing for the fall autumn spooky season. So the larger, more serious looking bee says, "What are you supposed to be?" And the three little fluffy bees dressed as she ghosts, they introduce themselves as, "We are boobies." Yes, I am cheesy and I love puns, and it's all great. Boobies.
And I don't normally include like words or text in art. But I
Bristles are aggressive. This one, perhaps? Ah, you are a winner. I'm here. Okay. Like it was like crowding around me. Maybe I need to cut it. Bless you, Henry. I love how cats look like just like open traps of just meat and teeth when they yawn. I know it grosses some people out, but I think it's creepily adorable. Look kind of psycho because their eyes get all big and then squinty and they just open their mouth like their jaw dislocates.
I think this is going to be a painting that will be hard for me to part with if anybody ever asks about it. I think I'm going to be attached to this painting when it's done. And it might just be for the sake that it has a moon in it. I already have one that I'm attached to, and it's a pastel rainbow fox jumping over a moon, a galaxy behind it. I just love the moon. So I had contemplated that I might extend stream once in a while to play games on the computer on stream for like an extended hour. Instead of doing a 3-hour art stream, I would do a 3-hour art stream with a bonus 1-hour gaming stream. Under the condition that like my spouse was already like involved in a video game and didn't have any plans to leave their video game. Like if we're not going to spend time with each other, then there's no reason why I would stop spending time with my friends here. So like if my choice is to compulsively snack after stream because I had fun and so I'm a little wired, or to continue streaming and then just get ready for bed immediately after, I'm gonna do the other one. Don't want to boredom snack. I'm wired because I had fun. I don't have somebody to be wired with. I'm not talking much right now. I just to concentrate on these tiny little negative spaces. Exactly separate my brain power between that and talking, or at least carrying on an interesting conversation. Gotta reroute the power your brain certain tasks. One of them is very precise. Compromises are made. A little bit of silence for some detail work. Oh, battery. Hmm. I wish that I could art with both hands, just like I used to groom dogs with both hands. Like, I was doing that job. I had right and left-handed scissors, and I was constantly switching hands to make something like more convenient using clippers on like a symmetrical, face, because a dog has a face. Like having a dog's face. So much easier to be able to switch hands rather than have to do the whole both sides of the face with a one hand that you actually have good control of or whatever. For some reason, I can't art with both hands. Art comes out of my left hand. Dog grooms used to come out of whichever hand was most comfortable doing whichever hand. Or whichever side of the body. Oh my god. All the Instagram notifications. When there are notifications of activity on my own account, more of that, please. Really need to learn like what is the appropriate bite for me to accomplish in a painting stream session. I always bite off more than I can chew. Single stream. Go in with a very hefty goal. Usually end up apologizing at the end of stream, like, I'm sorry I didn't get to this today, but da 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 da. Quite found my sweet spot yet. I feel like I'm still kind of learning how quickly I can paint. Not that I've ever actually excelled management. One of the things that made being a dog groomer challenge. Not that, yeah, I failed at it. Doing it for a living and doing it as a skill. I kind of miss being a dog groomer sometimes. There are other times that I really, really I miss how much some of my little clients love me so much. Purebred good boys, girls, and days. Doggos. Oh, there goes one earbud. Oh, well, it is 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm just going to finish this guy, and then I'll end stream. Or I could play some game. But I have to feed my dogs first. think it's looking good. I was saying a few minutes ago that I think this is going to be one of the ones that I'm attached to. That it would be hard for me to part with it if I asked for it. My palette is crazy looking. Just because it just keeps spreading, or just because there's so many colors here from previous sessions. Either one qualifies, probably. Somebody that's not used to looking at it for hours. I am. Believe it or not, it's an organized chaos. There is a system in place. Not one that I can really put into words, but it's there. Isn't it just the worst though when you have a thought or feeling or an idea, but you just don't know how to express it, how to communicate it to somebody? Just the worst. Get that? Good thing that we're soulmates and that understanding. For me, situations are incredibly lonely. Knowing that I'm not the only one, I happen to live with the person that also shares that experience. A lot less lonely. I think that's what made me fall in love with you when we started going out. Finally made me not feel lonely. I'm gonna feed you. Calm down. I'll leave this simple task. Roxy, please calm down. I'm gonna get fed. You have no understanding of how soon I'll be finished. I've kind of already established that I have no understanding either, but I promise you, you'll get fed soon. Okay. Not be so insistent, or I didn't put them on such a strict schedule. And I learned that it's really beneficial for them to keep the same schedule, like the same time every day. Freaking smart. She knows. Or maybe it's just like a Pavlovian response. She just gets hungry at the same time because I always feed them around the same time. They do start like drooling and licking their lips a lot. Which is what makes me think of Pavlov. was worried that maybe this would be too busy of a painting for this scale, but I think it's going to turn out pretty awesome. Which I normally don't feel this early in a painting. Except for the ones that really do kind of permanent studio installment. Or maybe this is just my sign to paint spooky year round. Okay. Ugh, inside the spider web. Inside the spider web. Oh no. Uh-oh. Here we go. Should I switch to a smaller paintbrush? Should I just... Yeah, I should switch to a smaller paintbrush. I'm a chicken. So I think I'm going to leave it up to fate. I'm gonna, like, put up a BRB. And when I come back from feeding my dogs, if the opportunity presents itself, I will jump back on and switch to a game for an hour. But if not, I'm just gonna end stream. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll just end, and if everybody else in the house is playing video games, then I will just play a game. I'll feel guilty about it that I played. I just really want to play. I don't feel in good conscience about asking everybody to wait just so I can have company. You guys have lives. I mean, he is the only other person in the house. I just didn't want to, like, single him out like it would be his fault that I'm bored if he's playing a game or something. Your lives just went to bed. You're up all night. He's getting a lot closer to streaming, I think. I know I keep saying that week after week, but he's like just like this last little 10% is really taking that last little extra push. Well, playing games is how he's collecting the motivation to stream, you know? Just needs like something really cool to happen, and then he'll be like, man, that wasn't on stream. And you start streaming right now. Which will then be the motivation to get on the stream and make a new cool thing happen, right? A redemption cool thing, if you will. Redeem that lost moment of coolness. Okay, you're like way past making it better than it was. Or making it as good as it was, because you've like passed that and you're better than it was before. You just have to do that last little 10% of getting everything set up in your computer, which I think you're there. But you're trying to go like above and beyond right out the gate when you could just like already be there and like enjoying everything and using that to motivate you to build on it. But I know that you have your own preferences and that you're very particular and you want to do it your way. That's totally fine. But I feel bad that, you know, you're like holding yourself back from streaming. Because I know that it made you happy. So it's fun. And I understand it more now that I stream too, so I want you to have the happy too. Also, I'm excited for you to get more into other categories like electronic customization and mods and electronic repairs and stuff, or heck, like even some of the inventing stuff you've been doing with the 3D printing. It'll eventually be live. Wait, hold on, I missed some. I'm sad that you're not talking to your friends as much. I mean, like that thing that people pass around now. What was the name of that like video or whatever? It's something from BoJack Horseman, I think. The like gerbil guru. Like disappeared. A lot of people were worried about you. He's like, you have to be responsible for your own happiness or something. Like sometimes you just need to take some space away to come back and be I don't know, to be to be the you that wants to be there. I don't know. Like sometimes you just gotta take some space and work out some shit. Like, yeah, distancing yourself, friends and loved ones, doesn't feel good. It happens. Sometimes it's a necessity. It's not always the right thing to do, but in some cases, it is what you have to do. There's a lot to talk about, a lot you want to do. I mean, the Dreamosphere, whatever you want to call it, is definitely better having you around. Still waiting for your sticker book. Got your stickers, but you still need a book to put them in? What? A book? If you need a book to put the stickers in that you're being given, then, like, you need to go buy a very tiny book. Book of stickers. Yeah, that's what I thought when you said sticker book. I think I'm gonna delete this branch. I don't like it. A branch that, like, barely peeked around turf back in. Uh-oh, I'm gonna lose the other headphone. Kind of the other reason why I can't stream longer is down my headphones. Little earbud. One's already dead in my ear. The other one is low. They only have a 3-hour life in them. You can't wait for me to get affiliate. We've all got a lot to look forward to. You think that highly of what I'm doing here. Your confidence instills me with warm, fuzzy feelings. I mean, I'm trying to do cool, risky things. I'm trying here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for the chance to show more personality in the stream with things like emotes and little things like that, and rewarding my viewership for showing up to be here with me. I mean, the enjoyment is the whole point. Like, I put myself out here, you guys show up, I have the company, and I hope to reward that by making or doing something that makes your brain have happy chemicals, even if it's only for a few minutes at a time. You just have to wait until everybody else is asleep so you can jump on and play and stuff. Oh, you're cool. We've just been chilling. Welcome back. Guild Wars. What kind of game is that? Is that like a RPG or battle adventure? Spent some time with your girlfriend and it was with so much energy, and you were able to focus your will without ritual or ingredients. Sounds like you had a productive, energetic. Yeah, you had a good time. That's good. I'm glad that it was a successful venture. You had to take care of. MMO, RPG. Okay. Switch back to my other brush. I love this brush because it makes everything so smooth. Warhammer Vermintide. Ooh. Vermintide. Doesn't sound. You play that on an Xbox? You have most of the DLC. Well then. Thank you. But you're also another. Looking for a permanent party for this map. I'm kind of like disappointed that a lot of the games that I like to play aren't really with other people, there's not as much communication. Like a lot of the games that I like to play, people talk about them to each other, but not really any like inner game. Oh, there goes my headphones. I'm gonna stick around to blend out some of this just to make things a little bit smoother. If anything happens to the music or audio, just let me know in the chat. Fix it. That's really the only thing that I can hear. I mean, I have like alerts and sounds and stuff available, but I don't really. I think I might just have to go another layer in on this after I do like the free. Hoping maybe I could get through for layers. I wanted to lay the paint thickly, like consistency wise, thick enough or dry enough that it didn't move a whole bunch. Still fluid enough to the hues. I haven't forgotten about you, Rocks. Oh, y'all are just like. I just need to add just a little bit more paint. A little bit too thin. Little tighter areas. You're gonna cook your dinner for me. For those that don't know, oh, okay, these are the week. You just came up with, and it's clever. You think it's clever? I'm sure if I played those games, I would probably find very funny. My frame of reference is not like in those games, so sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's been kind of picking around her kibble lately. Give that one to Roxy. Thanks for doing that, by the way. I think they're out of those today anyway. I gotta get them some more. I feel like I can remember my grandmother something in. I think I've laid in enough paint. is still too. Area right here. Twiggy bits. Ooh. Drying medium on that first layer is really speeding up my paint. I don't use drying medium very often, but I wanted to this time because I wanted to try and start all three these new paintings in one session, but it didn't happen. I just want to, since my dogs are fed, I feel like I have more time now. I'm still kind of over my usual time, but I'm in the workflow. Mm. This one? Moonbeam. Quick look at Google. Steady rise in mid 1920s. Words together have shown up in literature since the late 17th century and started with in spades, capital S, for use in the 30s. You know a lot about English and literature and such. Cool. I mean, you do have the namesake of your screen name poet, so ancient. That tracks. Hmm. Yeah, but I mean, to even think to look something like that up, to at least have an interest, working knowledge. What is making my phone buzz? Hello, Henry. You're talking. Henry. He's a good cat, but he's not necessarily a lap cat. Not even for me. Oh, I see a cat hair. Floated down onto my desk. Almost stuck in the paint. Yep. Every single artwork comes with free kitty confetti. He always needs to be brushed all the time. Our ball factory. I mean, I don't have very much do with statistical facts, but if there are others that are interested in it, by all means. I don't really mind links unless it's like abused. Knowledge is power. Oh well, you might get auto modded. I don't think I've. I wouldn't mind knowing more about the phrase watching paint dry. I bet that would be something that would tickle my brain. Can you swing back over to OBS? I want to see what it looks like to the. I think that's a good background. Okay. So I could either keep painting or play. Well, are you off games for the night? Oh, no, I'm going to call it a night. My significant other is out of the digital world. I would like to be out of the digital world with him. We'll hang out before the week has to start over again. It is Monday after all tomorrow at base. So little goodbye moment. There was something I wanted to say. Oh, I do have a Discord if there are any artists that want to share along. Eventually, I might make it a followers only or something, like you have to be a follower to even get invited into my Discord. But right now I'm not doing that just because it's still early days. So I figure, the OGs have a special pass, they get grandfathered in kind of thing. But yeah. you would like, I can put the Discord link, or you can just click on the link in my about there. Oh, there we go. Sanzo got it for me. Beat me to it. I love to see what people are up to. That are here that keep me company. Thank you for the interruption.
You're welcome.
Anyway, but yeah, if you guys want to share your goings ons without it being, all about whatever's on social media or whatever, or have you just want to share it, amongst us, that's the place. I'm trying to make a nice Discord for everybody. Awesome. Okay. Just make sure you go to the welcome and do the little agreement react, because sometimes it gets a few people have to go in and unlock the server and stuff. But yep, I look forward to seeing what everybody's up to in there. And you'll see stuff that I don't share with the stream or even just social media in general, because not every single idea I come up with becomes art. Sometimes it just becomes an idea that gets laughed at for a second. So anyway, but have a good night. I do have to feed myself, actually, so it's probably a good thing I'm not going to jump into a game. Otherwise, I would just forget to eat, and then I would be up all night because my stomach would be growling. So have a good night.